So as you can see, guys, we have I have one duster and there's one more climber. As you can see, which I did a review a couple of months back, and it has crossed around 12,000 views right now. And I'm going to show you another captor, which is actually, as you can see right now, is a brand new one. So I recommended it to my friend. He had another Logi which he found it pretty difficult to drive through the traffic, and actually he went for the captor. So according to my suggestion, so I'm actually pretty happy with both of these cars, the Duster and the Climber, which I don't find any kind of complaints arising after I bought these cars, guys. Basically, let me tell you the truth. So from that thing in my mind, I suggested my friend to go for this captor, as you can see, which is actually only around 200 kilometers right now, which I'm going to show you the interiors and the exteriors of the car right now, and let's see how the captor goes on road and off road. So let's go and see what are the interiors and how are the interiors of the captor right now. So guys, this is the exterior of the captor. I just got this vehicle around 2 days back. We get different options for the color choices, as you can see. So guys, the color of the car is what you called canine orange. I selected the canine orange color from the showroom, but the thing is that these guys have given a black roof on the canine orange colors. So this comes with a black roof, as you can see, and the wheels which I would like to mention is that this comes with an Apollo Aptera tires, which is a kind of new tire which Apollo has come up right now, and this is 17 inches, as you can see, and the tire size is 215 by 16, 215 by 60, guys, which I don't think there is a need for upsizing the tires, because the tires are almost as big as the Duster, which as you can see, but I just upsized the Duster a bit. Yeah, it is 225 by 60, and this is a 17-inch tire, and it is 215 by 60. So you can see, guys, this is the bumper, the rear side of the captor, and this is where the silencer unit comes up, and we have a kind of silver cladding over here, which is a normal, which comes fitted along with the normal bumper. So let me open the tailgate for you guys, and so this is how the boot looks like of the captor, basically, and I think it can fit around two big boxes. We have a small light over here, so you can see what are the contents. So guys, we have the spare tire, which is actually below the vehicle, as you can see, and basically there's nothing down here. It's just a tools or something, I don't remember. I'll open it and show you on the next video. So we have a side cladding over here, so you can see on both sides of the car, which will protect you from stones creeping up when you drive the vehicle on hill stations and all. And there's a chrome cladding also over here on the right side, guys. So, this is a diesel model, which is a DCI, and the model is actually, Renault has changed where the model is. They've put it on the sides of the vehicle, as you can see. These are the headlamps which the captor has, and we have a multi-lens reflector over here. We have an LED fog lamp also, which is a pretty neat feature of the captor, which I believe. This is actually the engine setup of the captor. So this is the engine oil inlet, the brake fluid setup over here, and this is the radiator fluid. It comes with a seal battery, which comes with this. I think this is the same unit that comes with the Duster, and this is actually made by Exide for Renault Nissan, and I believe we have the ECU box or something over here, which I'm not sure about that, and we have a couple of boxes over here also, and we have the shock absorber struts over here. And so basically that's it, guys, and we have the AC condenser unit, everything kept neatly under the engine. So guys, when you actually open the door, what we see is a black button over here. I have a small card which was provided to me by Renault. So the advantage of this card is that, guys, what it does is you always keep this card in your pocket. Okay, when you come near the Captur, you can see a small black button over here, which is also a sensor actually. So it detects the card near in your pocket, and what it does is it opens the car. So basically, guys, you don't need to always press the key button to enter inside the card. So that is the advantage you have with this small credit card like key. So when you open the Captur, what it greets you with a kind of orange inserts over here, and there's an orange insert over the middle space near the media nav system, and this is the steering, and we have a small white kind of fiber cladding over here, and the steering is actually kind of pretty good to hold, guys. It has a very good grip also, and these are the seats. The seats are actually pretty good supportive. It has good lumbar and thigh support, and we have a small leather kind of insert over here, which is in a beige color basically, and we have a handrest also, which is very good for long journeys. Actually, what I did for the Duster was I had to go outside and retrofit another handrest, but this is actually coming up with a handrest which I found it to be very comfortable. And this is the handbrake, and these are the gears. The gears are different. It is not like the Duster. You have to pull up the gear and go for the reverse, for slotting into reverse. And that is the start stop button. There is no key over here, as you can see. You don't need to insert the key. Everything is automatic, like as you said before, on the credit card type key, which is provided along with the Captur. So guys, this is the rear seat of the Captur. See, this is the AC vent. You can control the AC to the rear passenger. And we have a small scroll wheel also here, which can be used to close the vent if the rear AC, the passengers in the rear doesn't need the AC. So this is the armrest along with the AC. And we have a small rear space where you can put the magazines or something like that in the rear seat. And we have the speakers, the rear speakers over here. And we have an SRS airbag over here. We have two airbags actually, and this is a glove box which has a light inside, so you can see in the night what is kept inside the box, and that is also put in a beige color. And as you can see, this is the reverse mirror. We have an LED, two LED pilot lamps also, which you can control along with the switches. And we have a mic for the phone, which picks up our audio. But if you don't wear your seatbelts, what it does is it gives you no seatbelt wearing sign. And we have another sun visor or sunshade, as you can see, guys, which has a mirror also inside this. Another interesting feature about the Captur is its automatically closing mirror. I'll show you like this. See how it beautifully closes a mirror like that. I insert the key inside, and what happens is, as you can see, this is a menu system that comes down, and for starting the vehicle you have to press the brake pedal, then only the vehicle will start. Okay. We have a key stroke over here where you can control the different display alerts which the vehicle gives. The first thing it gives is the distance to empty alert, and the next one is the average which it gives. And we have the total fuel used in the car, and the average, which is not accurate because this is a new vehicle, and it will definitely differ on the long run. So basically, the Captur has just run around 216 kilometers right now. So you cannot measure the performance and the fuel efficiency right now. It will take some time, at least around 3,000 to 5,000 kilometers, so that the engine gets running, and then only you can know the real performance and the average from the Captur. The indicators are on the left side. It is not on the right side. The start switches are placed over here. The start lights. When you press it, naturally the start lights turn on. And this is the central locking switch, which is enabled on the dashboard. When all the doors are locked, what happens is it shows a red indicator LED, which shows us that all doors are locked, and that is the central locking button. We can control the the audio volume through this stock, which is provided on the right side of the steering wheel, and the steering is pretty smooth. I'll show you when I drive the vehicle. And we have another button which is interesting, which is for the cruise control. This model RX-T gives a cruise control option also, where you can set the speed like you do in the premium cars like the Mercedes or the Beamers. And we have another button which is when connected to the Android Auto or the Apple Play, you can control your voice along with this, which I haven't tested right now, which I'll be doing a separate video on that soon. And we have another button on the right side of the steering wheel, which is you can set this cruise control speed limit. You can set the memory according to what speed you want to drive in different situations. So that is this button. And another set of buttons are there just behind the AC vent on the right side. That is one is a headlight leveling button. When you press this button, guys, this is an echo button. When you press this button, you can see a display over here. See, that is the echo button. So we have another button which is a speed limiter button, which I believe what it does is I'm going to press this button. Okay, you press this speed limiting button and you press this plus and minus over here. What it does is it limits the speed of the car to whatever you set. Like you can, if you set it, for example, I tell you, it's like if you give your car to your driver and you're afraid that he's gonna go more than 100 kilometers or more than 80 kilometers, you can set the speed and give the car to this guy so that the vehicle never crosses 80 kilometers per hour. These are the basic controls which as I've described right now about the Captur. One more interesting feature I want to talk about the Captur is that it is which is found in only premium cars. It is a kind of auto sensing of the rain. Actually, if you put it in auto, when at least a small or a couple of tiny droplets of rain falls on your windscreen, what it does is the wipers automatically come down. You don't have to manually every time operate the wiper, it automatically comes up. So that is a neat feature of the Captur, which I found it very useful. And if you are like a traditional driver or a conventional driver who doesn't want to always put on the wiper, you can always switch it off. So that is the feature of the sensor, which is put on the windshield on the top. As you can see, it is a complete unit which comes along with the rear view mirror. So this is how the reverse sensor actually works. This is from the MediaNav camera, which is being connected to the radar unit, which is an original equipment made by Renault. So let me show you how the Captur drives along the city roads. We have a little bit of showers actually today, which I believe is a pleasant day for the drive in the Captur. Guys, this is how as you can see, this is how the Taco is running around 3000 RPM right now. And the power and performance is actually, the Renault engine is unbeatable, guys. So let's see, guys, how the Captur is going off-road. So we have a kind of slanting land over here. There is no tar over here. And let's see how the Captur does the off-road. So guys, as you can see, the Captur's off-road ability is unstoppable, guys. See how it beautifully, I don't think so a car can do this kind of stuff, but the Captur effortlessly does this without any problem. Let's see how it climbs this small incline. And does the off-road. So guys, these were the off-roading prowess of the Captur, which I was drying out. And this thing, guys, it doesn't need any road. The suspension is built in such a massive way, it can tackle any of the roads that come in front of you. Guys, that was a short review of the Captur, and please do subscribe for more videos.